What's good, YouTube? It's your main man AB the Hero, back again with another video. Today's video we're talking about the Charlotte Hornets, who just took out the Chicago Bulls, finishing off the season pretty damn strong. Let's get into it.
AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
First things first, the season is coming to an end, and we about to ramp things up, right? Because we got to do some season recaps. We need to talk about Jello and the G League. Did he do enough? All of those things, expect that to come throughout this season, man. I've copped some Melo merch, memorabilia, and all of that stuff. So I want to do a video kind of detailing some of that stuff. I just got this bad boy in the mail. We got some LaFrance and all of that. So stick around for those videos. The play-in game, this makeup game coming up versus Washington. We're gonna be on top of all of that stuff. So stick with your boy. We're gonna get active, and we got some special stuff coming for the summer as well. Now we look here, we see tonight's game, the Hornets finally getting back in their rhythm with a win last night versus Orlando, where we saw LaMelo go bananas, and then to follow that up with a win over a Bulls team, a rival, a team that this Bulls versus Hornets game is it's a rivalry at this point. Obviously, our dog Zoe wasn't playing in that game, which took from some of the luster of it, but Melo showed up nonetheless. All right. Here's the thing too. I want to address this right off the jump. We gotta stop jinxing Melo. We gotta stop jinxing Melo. At about halftime, right? We look at stats for the first half. Let me zoom in a little bit for y'all. We look at the stats for the first half, and my guy had 24 points, right? At the point where he was at 22, I started getting DMs, messages. Hey, here it is. It's a 40-point night, 50-point night, and my dog didn't score one more bucket the rest of the entire game. All right. And truthfully, I've done this too. I think there was a game where he had like 32 in the first 3 quarters, and I was posting like, here it is, 40 ball. Here comes the 40 ball, and didn't score again. So next time, don't tweet it, don't do whatever. I know it's nice sometimes to be like, damn, I predicted it and all of that stuff, and I said it before it happened, but yo, we got to stop jinxing my guy. All right. However, we can look at some plays from LaMelo tonight, man, and had a stellar performance on the offensive end, right? Starting on the defensive end, get active with them hands, get out in transition, 2 hands, 10 fingers, slammer, jammer, whammer. All right. I love to see this from this Hornets team. Let Melo initiate the offense, right? Get into tag mode. We know that pick and roll is going to happen. You got to be cautious on the defensive end, because it could be Trez, it could be Plumlee, it could be PJ. He will give the ball up, but he will attack and score at the rim as well. I love it. This Hornets team, when they get the ball moving like this, cash and splash. There are often times where Melo don't even get the assist, but I feel like just him initiating the offense for them makes it, they just seem like they know what they're doing, and folks play better under that situation. I'm still super proud of him in his 3 ball, because this is the part of the game that folks questioned the most from him, right? We saw last night versus the the Magic, he was the youngest player ever to hit 300 3-pointers, and that was the part of the game where folks like, we don't even know. We listened to Mitch Kupchak talk about Melo many moons ago, and he said they had to bring him in the gym and see if he could even shoot, and he's shown that he can do that. I'm still waiting on Melo to get his tip dunk for the season. What we saw is way back in the JBA days, my man threw down a dynamic tip dunk and hit him with the we saw in NBL, he threw the tip dunk. Last season, he was on top of Sabonis's head, and this season we haven't got that official Melo put back dunk yet, but I'm still waiting on it. Now, we look at the rest of the Hornets players, right? And throughout this game, this is the type of Hornets team that we need to see. All right, you look at a night where you got Miles with 20, Rozier with 15, Melo with 24, but then you come down on the bench, Oubre with 18, Montrez 14, Jalen McDaniels contributing with his own 13 points. If the Hornets can do this in the play-in game in the first round of the playoffs, where the entire roster is active and involved, I feel like this is a squad who's going to be a force to be reckoned with. This is one of the only reasons why this is one of the reasons why I like to give JB a pass, right? For some of the rotations and things that he's done throughout the season and throughout Melo's time with the Hornets, because this is a team, to me, in the NBA, when superstars win, right? So if your top 3 players is better than our top 3 players and they get to clicking, you're probably going to get a W, right? But if our top 5 is playing better than your top, so I'm just saying that I understand that they need to be well-rounded, and so sometimes intentionally I feel like he's trying to get certain people going, and that helps the squad. Now, where it did bite him in the butt is obviously a few games ago, they tried to bring your boy Gordon Hayward back into the rotation, and that started a slide for a Hornets team who was looking like, okay, we might be on to something. We might be able to push ourselves, not even in the play-in, but into a 6 seed for a second, right? Or at least a 7 seed, that in the top end of the play-in. And then they put Gordon here. They lost handedly to the 76ers. They took him out. He ain't played it since, and we saw that they still, that bit of residual effect from that lineup change hung on with those Miami Heat. But like I said last night, the bounce back was real when they took on this Orlando Magic's team, and we saw LaMelo damn near give you a triple-double last night, and we saw folks clicking on all cylinders. Once again, you got Miles Bridges with a modest 13, but you got PJ with a 10. You got Terry Rozier with 22. You got Harrell 14 points. Oubre with 16 points. And so if you can do that, if they can play like this up and down this roster, oh man, I see them going deep into the playoffs. Should be special. We look at the standings here. Here's the schedule here, and this is what I was saying. We saw them beat a New York squad. We saw them beat a solid Brooklyn team, solid Utah team, and so that shakeup here in Philly cost us a little bit, but we still getting active. Here's the interesting part of the season here, and this is why some of these games that still will matter. I saw damn Cavaliers was crying tonight. They just took a L to the Brooklyn Nets, but it's pretty close. We still have one more game to play, and I'm hoping that maybe I need to do some more research to check, but I know we play Washington over the weekend, and I'm hoping that maybe that has some impact. If we can get this Cleveland team to lose one more time or something, maybe we slide in there. I love this play-in thing. I wish that I'd rather us end in an 8 and 7 seed and make the playoffs. I think the play-in thing for me is still so early that if you really get into the playoffs on a play-in, I still feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a bit of an asterisk by it, right? If you're going to put an asterisk by the bubble championships and some of these other things, to me, I'm like, yo, play-in tournament, that's still an asterisk. However, this Hornets team, man, has been playing some pretty damn good basketball, man, and proud of these guys. We see here right here, just outside of, just barely, oh, not even just barely, right? They handily in front of the Knicks. Doesn't matter. They definitely in the play-in, but man, I wish they would have got to 7 or 8. But that's what I got for y'all, man. Like I said, we got more stuff coming. I need to drop, I got a few videos in the hopper that I want to record and drop for y'all. But it's your main man, AB the Hero. We're finna get up out of here. Peace.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.
Yeah.